Dennis tells stories. The luncheon. I was living in Paris when I received a letter from a woman I had met once at a party. She had read a book of mine and wrote to say how much she admired it. She was passing through Paris and wished to have a chat with me over lunch. I was flattered and agreed, though my income was modest and I had to live carefully. She suggested Foyot's, a restaurant so expensive that even a modest luncheon there would have left me penniless. But I could not tell her that I had my pride. So, with 15 francs in my pocket, I arrived at Foyot's at noon. Praying she would be sensible and frugal, she greeted me warmly. She was a woman of 40, talkative and pleasant. "I never eat anything for luncheon," she assured me, "just a little something light." Relieved, I opened the menu and chose the cheapest dish, a simple mutton chop. "Shall we have something to drink?" she asked. "No, I only drink water," I replied quickly, hoping to steer her away from anything costly. "Oh, but I love white wine," she said, and called the waiter. "A half bottle of champagne, please." I began to sweat, but it was too late to object. "You see," she smiled, "I never eat anything for luncheon." Then she ordered salmon, the most expensive dish on the menu. "I don't eat meat," she explained. "It's bad for digestion." I was alarmed. The salmon alone was twice the price of my entire meal. "You don't mind if I have asparagus, do you?" she asked sweetly. Asparagus was notoriously costly, but what could I do? The waiter brought a great dish of it, and she devoured every spear, dipping them lavishly in melted butter. "A little ice cream?" she said. "No, I don't eat anything for luncheon, but I adore ice cream," she laughed. "One should always leave room for dessert." And so she ordered a large plate of ice cream and a cup of coffee. When the bill came, I turned pale. It was far beyond my means. I had only enough to pay, but not a single franc left for the rest of the day. I would have to go without dinner. "I never eat more than one thing for luncheon," she declared as she took the last sip of coffee, "a habit of mine." She waved goodbye, fresher and happier than ever, while I walked home, hungry and ruined. Years later, I met her again. She was stouter than ever.